In this session, we're going to look at how to do a backup. We're going to say utilities and backup data. It's important to remember that before you do the backup, you must make sure everyone's logged out. Also, always do the backup on the server. In other words, the computer that IQ was installed on. We will backup into a default backup folder. Usually, it's on the hard drive, in the IQRetail folder, under IQ Enterprise, and then the company folder, whether it was 001, 002, JJB, or IQR. That will be the company folder name, and then you'll see that there's a backup folder within that. We will now do an exact copy of the files within your 001 folder. So all we do when we get here is make sure that the path is correct, and then we click on Backup Company. A question will come up saying, proceed with the backup. Yes. If you had a backup in that folder already, it will write over the backup you have. I'm just going to show you again, utilities, backup data. I'm going to say backup company. Yes. In other words, the question here would be, do you want to overwrite the data that is already in that backup folder? If so, the new data will replace the previous backup. Now, this backup was very quickly because I don't have a lot of data. Remember, the bigger your data, the longer the backup will take. Always make sure that you've got sufficient time for your backup, and make sure that the destination's correct. You can also change your default destination by going to Utilities, Setup, Company Details, and then we're going to go to Default Settings 2. At the bottom here there is an option, Default Backup Location. If I click on that, I can change the location. So I'm going to double click on my local to see, and then I've got a folder called IQ Backup. Now it will display that this will be the new location. As soon as I say accept, I can close the company details. Then when I go back to utilities and backup data, you will see my new location has now been selected. All I then do is I double click on it, I select the correct path, and there you go. You now can do your backup. And that concludes looking at how to back up data.